As Kira ran to the temple of the oracle and called for Versi and Proteus, Lyra also entered the temple and saw the poet tending to the civilians. One of the people was Proteus, the oracle's oldest attendant. Next to him were 4 other unconscious people. Opposite them were 4 bodies that appeared to have been mutilated. Lyra helped the 4 unconscious civilians, untied them, removed the gag, and sprayed them with water. Kira did the same with Proteus. Meanwhile, still outside the temple, Zark and Kaya interrogated the last remaining soldier of the Order of Sidon. He didn't seem to provide any information. Kaya tried to intimidate him by slapping him, but the soldier didn't break his silence. Zark took his axe and pretended to chop off his head to intimidate him. The soldier begged for his life and said he was ready to talk, when Zark stopped just in time to cut the soldier's neck lightly. Zark and Kaya learned that he had been sent with his captain to capture the oracle and bring her to Praxis, the Tower of Sidon. They asked him if there were any more soldiers there, but he informed them that there was only 1 sea hag left. Zark then grabbed the soldier and put him on his shoulder, and the 3 of them entered the temple. Inside, the acolytes, aided by Lyra and Kira, finally began to wake up. Still weak, Proteus saw Lyra and the rest of the group, and his eyes filled with hope. He said that the heroes of the prophecy were here. Lyra asked him for potions or anything that would help, and Proteus spoke of potions in his room in the Guardian's chambers. He also informed the group that Versi is in the underground grotto with the sea hag. When Kaya saw the bodies, she blamed the soldier and slapped him again. They learned from him that the sea hag and the captain were torturing and killing the acolytes to make the oracle suffer. Proteus showed them the way to his chamber. The party also had to get the key from the chamber to get into the grotto. Proteus and Lyra entered his room. He opened a chest and gave the party 6 healing potions. Everyone except Kaya drank one and they shared the rest. Zark went for the key, but before he grabbed it, he untied the soldier's hand and asked him to grab the key for him. Surprised, the soldier did so, and suddenly 3 flying swords that had been decorating the wall came to life and sliced off the soldier's hand. Kaya yelled at Proteus to hide under the bed for protection. Zark threw the soldier into the room and tried to attack one of the flying swords, but his axe stuck to the ceiling. Meanwhile, Eleni cast a spell to retrieve the keys from afar and left the room, shouting for everyone to leave. Another flying sword hit the soldier, who was thrown onto the bed, but he managed to dodge the attack. Kaya left the room and positioned herself next to the door, ready to close it when everyone was out. Lyra pulled Proteus out of the bed and released the swords, joining Kaya at the door. The last sword went towards the soldier in Proteus's room, and one of them managed to cut him. With all the swords in the room, Zark closed the door and left. The whole group barricaded the main door. They heard the soldier screaming, and when he stopped screaming, the swords hit the main door, trying to cut it open. While Proteus and the civilians checked the door to protect it, the rest of the group opened the door to Versi with the key and went down the stairs. The room got darker and darker. At the end of the stairs was a huge door with Sidon's face on it. Zark and Kaya were skeptical about opening a door with Sidon's face on it. Lyra sighed and urged them to open the door themselves, and the door turned into a mimic that tried to bite her hand. Luckily, Lyra got her arm back in time. Eleni saw the mimic and threw a bolt of fire at it. The mimic then attacked Lyra again, this time biting her. Zark tried to swing his axe and slash at the mimic, but since the stairs were quite narrow, his axe got stuck on one of the walls. Kaya squeezed between Zark and Lyra nimbly, waited for the right opportunity, and when the mimic opened its mouth, impaled it down its throat. The monster oozed a black liquid back at the party. Kaya managed to dodge it, but the ooze went on Zark. Seeing the heroes fighting, Kyra encouraged them, making them feel stronger. Eleni threw some firebolts at the mimic from a distance. The monster then tried to bite Kaya, who dodged. Zark penetrated the door with his axe, while Lyra pierced its tongue with her dagger, splitting it in 2. Kaya pierced its palati and left her spear there, preventing the monster from biting as she punctured one of its eyes and took the spear back. Finally, Eleni dealt the last blow with another firebolt. The mimic inhaled it and exploded. Pieces of wood flew everywhere. Lyra protected herself, and Kaya dodged it. With the mimic gone, the party saw the grotto. In the middle of the cave, there was a pile of rags. Immediately, Lyra flew there to investigate, and one of the rags started moving. Kaya rushed to the rag. Before it had time to fly, she stabbed the rag and punched it. Eleni cast a firebolt on it, trying to set it on fire. The rag flew towards Lyra, went around her, and smothered by it. She went unconscious. Zark grabbed the rag and pulled it to release Lyra. When Kaya saw the siren falling, she quickly grabbed her, making sure to cushion her fall by letting her fall on a pile of pillows. Both Kaya and Eleni attacked the rag, which burned down and turned into ashes from the centaur's firebolt. Kaya then healed Lyra, giving her one of the healing potions. The group approached the oracle's chamber and heard someone screaming. They decided to approach sneakily and saw the sea hag torturing an acolyte in front of the oracle, which was held by a water elemental. The party got ready to attack them by surprise. Kaya threw her regular spear at the sea hag. She then rushed towards it and tried to punch it, but the hag used the acolyte as a human shield, blocking the halfling. Eleni attempted to attack as well, but again, they had blocked the firebolt with the acolyte. Zark took out smaller axes and threw them both at the hag in each of her breasts. Lyra threw a bolt in her chest. Following the party's pattern, Kaya pierced the hag's breast with her silvered spear and punched her on a spot where she was bleeding. While Eleni attacked again, the elemental sent a tendril at Zark, who managed to dodge it on time. She was chatting with Kira. The oracle invited the party to sit all around her. She thanked them for the help and handed over to them a letter that was on the sea hag's body. Helica, I bid you now make good upon the oath of service that once you swore me. You know the secret ways through the forgotten sea to the cave where my daughter dwells. Find her, and bring her to Praxis unharmed, and I will release you from your oath. Sidon, Lord of all. Then, Kira left the location, leaving the heroes alone with the oracle. Everyone held each other's hand and closed their eyes as the oracle shared with them her visions. You warriors who stand here gathered will be tested. The fates have revealed 3 great tasks that must be accomplished before you are ready to sail into the 3 seas and face the Titans. You must shape the silver fires of the Lost Forge to craft the tools that you will need. You must claim the mighty weapons wielded against the Titans by the first Dragonlord, and you must drink deep from the bottomless dragon horn, for it will reveal a vision that I cannot see. But woe unto thee, for I have seen the end of all things. My father's anger cannot be quelled, and his sister schemes even now. Your quest may yet fail, and if it should, the sky will rain black fire, and the doom of Thylea will come. After the vision, the oracle saw everyone individually to talk about their fate. While waiting, the party exchanged information, or partly what the oracle told them. Kaya told the party that she apparently needed to wait as more information would eventually be revealed to her. Lyra shared that her doom was connected to Thylea's doom, and that she needed to go to the old woods to seek an answer. Eleni, on her side, needed to go to Telemach's graveyard. Finally, Zark needed to go to Astoria to meet his father Pithor. The group seemed to open up a bit more to each other. They also discussed the 5 gods. Eleni revealed that she found them selfish and useless, just doing whatever they wanted and not helping. Zark simply said that he hated his father and wished he didn't have to meet him to fulfill his destiny. Finally, Kaya said that she didn't know much about the gods, but overall she had a good image of them. Kira then joined the group, asking for news. They informed her about everything they knew and the 3 heroic quests that they needed to do. She then guided them to where they needed to go for their quests. To shape the silver fires of the Lost Forge to craft the tools that they will need. Kira said that this had to be the Mithril Forge in the Mithril Mountains. She knew of a dwarf clan that works the local copper mines in Astoria. They might know more about the forge. To claim the mighty weapons wielded against the Titans by the first Dragonlord, Kira added that the weapons were buried together with their wielders, the mighty Dragonlords of old, in Telemach. To drink deep from the bottomless dragon horn, Kira indicated that it probably referred to the Horn of Balmitria, located in the Dragon Shrine in Astoria. After the discussion, Kira encouraged the party to take an oath of friendship, to share the glory with each other, and not shadow anyone. She also suggested going to Astoria first. The party needed to make a decision on where their next journey would be.